Tonight, the polls are closed and the numbers are in for several primaries in Wisconsin. Who the night's big winners are.
And new route. Enbridge unveils a new Line 5 pipeline plan, why the rollout was met with opposition in Ashland.
And later, how a Northwest Wisconsin school district is working to educate students on living a healthy lifestyle, staying away from addictive substances.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. It's a busy night across Wisconsin tonight as several primary elections are wrapping up.
Let's get right into the action with the 7th Congressional District primary, where there are 2 candidates for each party. On the Democratic side, it was Lawrence Dale squaring off against Tricia Zunker. Zunker won in a landslide tonight. The race was called right around 9:15 with about 35% of precincts reporting. She held about 90% of the vote for much of the night, which she maintains with about 85% of precincts reporting.
Meanwhile, there was also 2 candidates on the Republican side. Those would be Tom Tiffany, who was endorsed by now former 7th Congressional District Congressman Sean Duffy. He was going up against Jason Church. It was closer early on, but ultimately Tiffany was able to hold off Church. The race was called at about 9:30, with Tiffany holding a 17% lead with about 50% of precincts reporting. That lead shrank to about 15%. with 85% of precincts reporting. As you can imagine, it was quite the celebration at his watch party tonight in Wausau. Sarah McGrew with our sister station WAOW in Wisconsin takes us there.
I'm here at the Hilton Garden Inn, where Tom Tiffany supporters have gathered to watch the results roll in. Tiffany, a current state senator, has been walking around some and talking to the supporters that did show up here tonight. There is some buzz as those early results start to come in, and it is a close race early on between him and his opponent, Jason Church. Supporters here say they are expecting a close race, but ultimately hoping Tiffany pulls out on top. Reporting in Rib Mountain, I'm Sarah McGrew.
What happens next is both Tiffany and Zunker will go on to face each other in a special general election later this year.
We're also getting a better idea of how 2 seats on Superior City Council are shaping up. District 1 and 5 both had primary elections today. Kaylee Hermanson and Nicholas Layden outlasted Brian DeMar. Dan Olson, the current seat holder, did not seek re-election. In District 5, incumbent Brett Fennessy was challenged by Amanda Foster and Josh Johnson. Fennessy and Foster are the big winners there. The 2 candidates for each seat will square off against each other in the upcoming April election. A statewide primary was held for a new Supreme Court justice as well. The race was called early for this one, just before 9, with less than 50% of precincts reporting. It was a runaway. Conservative incumbent Justice Dan Kelly and liberal-leaning Jill Karofsky beat out Ed Falone. Kelly had about 50% of the vote, with Karofsky collecting about 38%. The 2 are seeking a 10-year term on the court. They now advance to the general election in April.
In Ashland County, 3 candidates were vying for 2 spots ahead of the general election for the county board supervisor seat. Richard Huber with 73 votes and Pete Russo with 23 votes were able to hold off Terrence Van Buren. Huber and Russo will now square off against each other in April.
All right, Dave joins us for a quick look at the weather. Dave, it got chilly out there today.
Yeah, we're squaring off against the approach of really cold weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming on in thanks to an Arctic high pressure system. It is driving down from the northwest, and it's leading with its cool side. So temperatures tonight will dive as skies clear. Now initially, of course, that high will be forcing colder air ahead of it. But once it gets to our south, it'll start drawing warmer air up into our region. So it starts with a cool taste and it ends with a warm one. The cold snap likely will last through at least Thursday morning. So that means our Wednesday will come up sunny but chilly, 10 below here in the Twin Ports, perhaps 15 below for towns away from Lake Superior. Come lunchtime, still mostly sunny. High temp goes to 4 above, but at least that's above. 7 above will be the top temp on Wednesday. We'll get warmer than that on Thursday, like I mentioned, and then by Friday, we get a warm spell to chase away the cold snap, and I'll talk about how long that will last coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, Dave. Enbridge's Line 5 crude oil pipeline has been operating in northern Wisconsin for decades.
But last July, the Bad River Band filed a lawsuit to reroute the pipeline around its reservation, which would take it south from near Ashland all the way down to Mellon.
So tonight, Enbridge revealed what that would possibly look like. Still, some community members objected to the pipeline's mere existence. CBS3's John Cardinelli reports.
Enbridge has revealed its new proposed Line 5 reroute to the public.
The proposed route that we show here in the red line, we feel through our consultation with landowners, communities, with our regulators, that we'll be able to minimize impacts to the environment.
The new route would loop south of the Bad River Band Reservation and instead pass through the city of Mellon.
We are in the process of buying a parcel of land from the city of Mellon, which is just south of Copper Falls State Park. And so the route we're proposing would go north of the city of Mellon, but south of the park, and that parcel is right in between there.
But some who live in the region oppose the pipeline altogether.
If Line 5 stays here, it will leak. And when it leaks, the economy of this area will be over. It'll be done.
Naysayers like her say alternate forms of energy should be used in the region instead.
Sun would be one, conservation. There are many things that are being developed globally.
Still, Enbridge is moving forward with the permitting process to help reroute the pipeline.
So far, we've submitted a joint application to U.S. Corps of Army Engineers and Wisconsin DNR, which Wisconsin DNR will be the primary state permitting agency for this project.
Enbridge does not have a date for when the project could start. They believe the permitting and regulatory process will take about a year.
Also in Ashland, a science center could soon be coming to the city. Tonight, the Ashland City Council held an informational meeting to learn more about the possibility of the center. A 24-month study was conducted by the Committee for the Establishment of the Lake Superior Center for Fisheries, Aquatic Science, and Education. To see if making a center would be possible, they have concluded it is. The center would be used to study the ecosystem of the Lake Superior Basin and support the local economy by potentially adding 32 professional jobs. No action was taken at tonight's meeting.
Authorities are searching for an armed and dangerous suspect after a homicide in Bemidji. The Beltrami County Sheriff's Office says they found a 20-year-old's body outside a Bemidji home Monday night. A 17-year-old was also shot and taken to the hospital. No word on that person's condition. Police are searching for an 18-year-old Bemidji man who they believe pulled the trigger. He's described as having short black hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing a red sweatshirt. You're asked not to approach the suspect. Call 911 with any information.
$70,000 worth of illegal dolls have been seized. Border agents seized more than 3,500 dolls inside a rail container in International Falls. They were headed for Rainier, Minnesota. Border agents say the dolls violate intellectual property rights.
With a handful of major construction projects starting this year, Duluth is looking to fill a lot of jobs. City leaders hope to do that by hiring a more diverse group of construction workers. They launched a special program last year to help. Their goal was to make sure at least 10% of the city's construction workforce are women or people of color. Right now, that number is just shy of 9%. Workforce development staff say access to education is important as they continue to work toward a more diverse construction workforce.
Our workforce is more diverse. The population of our state is getting more diverse, and by if women and people of color are not included, then the construction industry would be missing out on a large available workforce.
By the end of 2020, workforce development staff hope women and people of color make up 12% of our construction workforce. They want to be at 15% by the end of 2021.
For the second year in a row, the Duluth Fire Department saw no fatalities while responding to calls in 2019. This comes as the department released their annual run report. Officials responded to 500 more calls in 2019 than they did in 2018. Fire personnel also saw an increase in the number of fires, as well as an increase in rescue and emergency medical calls. The estimated cost of property loss due to fires was just over $1.6 million. That's about $400,000 less than in 2018.
Tribal leaders are calling on Wisconsin state lawmakers to fight the opioid crisis. That was the message at today's State of the Tribes address in Madison. Forest County Potawatomi Community Chairman Ned Daniels Jr. said lawmakers need to invest in unique drug prevention strategies. He also asked for expanded broadband access and action on climate change. Daniels hopes lawmakers and tribal leaders work together on solutions.
We must not give complacency a home in which to grow and spread the poison of inaction. The success of not only Wisconsin's tribal nations, but for all residents of the state depend on our resilience to continue to tackle critical issues.
Affordable housing was another big topic at today's address.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, how a grant is educating students about the dangers of addiction in a Northwest Wisconsin school district.
Today's high temp of 18 was cooler than normal, a sign of the cool down to come tonight, which will stick around for a little while. But then by the weekend, we go the other direction, warm way up past normal. We'll talk about that timeline and show it to you with the 7-day forecast right after this break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
We know it can be scary when you're injured in an accident.
We know the insurance company can be unfair.
We know that bills need to be paid.
But we also know what it takes to win.
We know what it takes to get our clients compensated.
And most importantly, we always fight to do the right thing for our communities.
Nicolay knows.
Nicolay knows.
Nicolay knows. Nicolay knows injury law.
Nicolay Law, Duluth and Superior's award-winning injury, disability, and bankruptcy law firm.
Shopping for a new kitchen at Skips has never been better. Take home your dream kitchen today with Skips Fruitwood oak cabinets in painted or dark shaker styles. You can rely on Skips for quality and durability at affordable prices. Stop by with your measurements and see how you can take home beautifully painted or stained cabinets today at a truly affordable price. Visit us online at skipshomecenter.com or stop in to see our showroom at 4728 Rice Lake Road, Duluth.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on tech. Load up on style. Load up on fun. And load up on savings. Hurry, get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Right now, get $1,000 TFS cash when you finance a new 2020 RAV4 or lease a new RAV4 for $239 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Huge tax breaks for the rich while the middle class continues to struggle. That's what happens when billionaires are able to control the political system. Our campaign is funded by the working people of this country. Those are the people that I will represent. No more tax breaks for billionaires. We are going to guarantee health care to all people and create up to 20 million good-paying jobs to save this planet. I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message because we need an economy that works for all of us, not just wealthy campaign contributors.
Imagine a place where fun is as pure as the driven snow, where you're never left out in the cold, and where winning at winter puts the icing on the lake. There's so much to do in this Minnesota land. We put it all in a scratch game you can hold in your hand. So get out and play. We up to 100K. Get out and play. The Minnesota way.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS 3 Duluth. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Half our region faces a wind chill advisory tonight. The advice, bundle up. It'll be cold outside, like we haven't had that before. 10 to 15 below for the actual air temperatures, and thanks to a northwesterly wind that could gust towards 15, the Arrowhead of Minnesota could have wind chill factors of 35 below. And of course, if you're not wearing any gloves or a hat, the heat is removed from your exposed skin as if it were actually 35 below. So yeah, again, bundle up. We'll have to do that for a couple more days, though, before a warm spell comes for the weekend, and we'll probably have to take layers off. It'll be a topsy-turvy week around our region here. Well, we're going to move on now and take a look at what's happening current condition-wise at the airport in Duluth, and temperatures are on the descent, now 2 degrees above zero. 55%, that's the relative humidity, and the wind is northwesterly. Oh, it's gone to 17 miles per hour now, so the wind chill factor could be towards 37 below. Air pressure on the high side, thanks to what's initially an Arctic high pressure system, 1,032 millibars. That'll keep the sky clear tonight and the sky sunny for tomorrow. All right, to the east, we have 10 above in Watersmeet, 9 above in Ironwood, but we start going towards 5 below in Hayward to 5 above in Ashland. 1 big degree for Solon Springs, 7 in Superior, 5 for Moose Lake. Cooler the more you go towards the northwest, so down to 3 below in Hibbing, 5 below right now International Falls. And yeah, I'm figuring towards International Falls, about 15 below there. Down towards Hayward, 10 below. The rest of us pretty nippy as well, at least for another 2 mornings. Then, like I mentioned, by the weekend, we go towards 30 degrees above zero. Well, right now, yeah, earlier in the day, we did have a couple of showers of snow pass by as that low pressure system from yesterday departed our region. But now with high pressure on the advance coming in from the northwest, it's going to be clear, sunny, and cold tomorrow morning, especially tomorrow afternoon, and then into Thursday morning as well. But the warm-up could start to breeze in slowly and semi-surely by Thursday afternoon as warmer air is induced by the flow of this high as it goes further to the south. So initially it comes in, it drags cold air with it. As it gets to the south of our region, it pumps in the warmer air. And that warmer air probably will stick with us through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and perhaps even beyond. And this big cell of high pressure will keep our sky on the sunny side all the way through Sunday. Maybe by Monday we get some clouds and our next chance for snow. For tonight, is it too cold to snow? Well, technically probably not, but thanks to the big high pressure system, I don't think we'll get any tonight. Minnesota low temps 5 to 15 degrees below zero. Wisconsin, Michigan temps 5 to 10 below with a clear sky there as well. For tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, mostly sunny sky, wrought by the high pressure system. And high temps go 5 to 10 above. Normal is 25. Minnesota high temps run from 5 near International Falls to 9 towards Moose Lake, and that's colder than normal as well. But then we go to warmer than normal beginning, at least beginning Thursday afternoon. 16, still cooler than normal, but it at least doubles Wednesday. Then we go to 35 on Friday. There's the warm spell. 36, 37 for the weekend. Then Monday and Tuesday, 30% chances for light snow to break up what some might call the monotony of a persistent sunny sky.
Thanks, Dave. Students might be faced with more outside pressure to do things like vape, smoke, or drink than ever before.
With the help of a mini grant from the Wisconsin Department of Instruction, the Maple School District is helping their young students learn to make good decisions regarding addictive substances.
CBS3's Emma Quinn explains how the money will be put to good use.
Helping young students make good choices when it comes to using drugs and alcohol. That's the goal of a mini grant program from the Wisconsin Department of Instruction.
The school counselors are the ones who see a need and then write the grant.
Funding 3 schools in the Maple School District received. Each school receiving $1,000, all to encourage elementary school students to be strong peer leaders and building mindful schools.
It's not necessarily talking quite as much, especially with the younger ones, about the specific drugs and alcohol and all that, but rather building character and building that confidence to make good choices and that good decision-making process.
So students feel better about themselves and thus have better self-esteem, the better reason to say no.
For the Northwestern Middle School, the school is getting creative about anti-vaping with the help of a billboard.
So part of our grant will be used to purchase a billboard just on the highway here. We are doing hashtag Ditch the Vape will be our billboard.
All aimed at helping young students make their own choices and feel more knowledgeable.
I think it empowers students to stand up for what they believe in. It helps them to deal with peer pressure.
Being able to be calm and in control of one's thoughts and feelings, and I mean that really serves students both in and out of school.
The other 2 schools in the Maple School District receiving a $1,000 grant are Northwestern Elementary and Iron River Elementary Schools. There were more than 40 school districts that received funding from the mini grant.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a logging truck spill leads to a mess on one of Duluth's busiest roads. How it happened after the break.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. 25% off unadvertised items and sale items marked down even more. Hurry, the President's Sale ends soon at Slumberland Furniture.
At
Papa Murphy's, we're making flavor magic for just $8. Introducing the new Combo Magnifico, a magical combination of giant pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and onions, all for just $8. Bake it yourself, then make it disappear. We make it, you bake it, Papa Murphy's.
I work hard and I want my money to work hard too. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card. Even when I'm spending, I'm earning 1.5% cash back on everything I buy. Earning on headphones. Earning. Still earning. Always earning.
I don't know where you're pointing.
Not that one, the big one. You can't sneak a good earning opportunity past me. In fact, I got a hand modeling gig that starts right now. Earn 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with Freedom Unlimited. Ooh, my hands look good. Chase, make more with yours.
Here at Angie's Closet, we are a women's consignment boutique that carries a variety of women's clothing in all shapes, sizes, and styles that are friendly on your wallet. Come let Angie and her team style you from head to toe in an outfit that is just your style. We feature name brands like Calvin Klein, Kate Spade, J. Crew, and more. Come see why women from all over the country say this is the best consignment boutique they have ever shopped. Stop in today at Angie's Closet, located on Tower Avenue in Superior, Wisconsin.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
He's thinking new mattress, you're thinking whole new bed. It's okay. Everything's on sale at the President's Mattress Sale at Slumberland Furniture. This Sealy Posturepedic mattress for only $394. That's over $800 off. Our biggest sale of the year at Slumberland Furniture.
Get very lucky Thursdays at the Bear.
Classic Rock KQ, the Northland's #1 radio station for almost 40 years. We thank you for making us the Northland's #1 radio station. Classic Rock 95 KQDS.
The southbound ramp onto Interstate 35 from Highway 53 is back open tonight after a semi-truck carrying logs dropped its cargo while exiting off Duluth's Can of Worms area. The incident occurred this afternoon just after 4 o'clock. Crews worked for over 2 hours to get the logs back on the truck and safely secured. During that time, traffic was rerouted and the ramp was temporarily shut down. At this time, there is no word on what caused the incident or if there are any injuries as a result.
By the way, the Can of Worms is about to undergo some serious reconstruction for this very reason. It's a challenging area to navigate specifically for freight loads. The project starts this summer. Among other closures, this exact ramp we're talking about tonight from Highway 53 to I-35 southbound will be closed. You can find the entire list of impacts on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
Meanwhile, Duluth's Fire Chief Sean Creuset had this to say about the challenges in responding to a scene like that.
That type of, I'll say, debris on the road is something that we're not real well equipped to handle with our equipment. It takes industrial equipment, I think. From what I've seen, the loader, the driver is reloading the truck himself.
Creuset added they would provide assistance shoring up the load and making sure it is stable. Had the truck actually rolled, they would have assisted with diesel fuel cleanup and other hazardous chemicals that could have leaked. And by the way, the fire department did not respond to this specific incident.
All right, Kelly's here to talk about sports. What's up, Kelly?
It is the most exciting time of year. From now on, all roads lead to the XL Energy Center. We got section hockey coming up. Some shocking exits. How's that for a tease for the early section tournament? Highlights are coming up.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Iron Mining Association and Range Regional Airport.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Even if you don't smoke,
Smoking-related illnesses cost you $593 every year. See how much we're all missing at missingitmn.org.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
That's the cool unifying thing of Stella Maris Academy now, is that we have these 3 campuses that are unique in their own respects, but we have this one community that has come together to say, we support Catholic education here in Duluth, and let's make this something to be really proud of.
Oak Lake RV is kicking off the new year right with our year-end closeout pricing. Browse our entire inventory today, from our indoor showroom to our clear lot, any time of the year. Now is the time to buy. Non-current model years must go at Oak Lake RV. Visit oaklakerv.com for more details. Oak Lake RV in Moose Lake, family owned and operated since 1930.
At Miller Hill Subaru, we believe in the mission of saving homeless pets and placing as many as possible in loving homes. Nearly 800 pets have been given a second chance through the Subaru Love a Pet adoption event in the past 12 years. We sponsor rescue groups near and far who share in this mission. And it's clear our amazing community supports adoption, welcoming these deserving pets to their forever homes. This is what collaboration and commitment to our community means to us.
At Prime Appliance, our prices are so low that some folks don't think we carry high-end appliances. Well, nothing could be farther from the truth. Come to Prime Appliance and see all the premium brand names we carry. You'll be impressed when you work with the best. Come in and let us prove it to you.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTZO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
This is it. The road to the XL Energy Center has begun for the state of Minnesota. It started with playing games on Saturday for boys high school hockey, and now only 3 wins separate teams from the state tournament. We'll start tonight in Cloquet. Cloquet Esco Carlton hosting Elk River Zimmerman. The visiting team got the scoring going early with a goal in the first. They add another one courtesy of Austin Humphrey toward the end of the period, making it 2-0 heading into the first intermission. Plenty of stops in the first from CEC's goaltender Jacob Walsh. He stopped 8 in the first period. The Lumberjacks get on the board 22 seconds into the second. As Christian Galatz, they add another when Aaron Moore goes in and bats this one in off the deflection to tie it at 2. But Elk River retakes the lead with a goal late in the second, just a minute later, to make it 3-2. And CEC's season ends up coming to an end in overtime, 5-4 the final. Other 7 AA scores, Grand Rapids is moving on to the semifinals for the first time in 3 years with a win over Anoka. Duluth East is knocked out early by Forest Lake, 1-0 the final, and Duluth Marshall falls to top-seeded Andover on the road, 8-0. To Section 7A, the top seed Hermantown Hawks are on something of a revenge tour. They were denied a trip to last year's state tournament in the section finals by Greenway. Remember that? Back as the top seed this year, taking on North Shore in the quarterfinals. Watch out. Here's how this one started. Caden Costley to Cole Comarack. He's got speed, puts North Shore on the board, 1-0, but that did not last long, not even a minute. Blake Biondi puts home the rebound, and we are tied. Zach Kylan would give them a lead shortly after that. Just before the end of the period, it's Kylan again with the dirty goal in the crease. Both Kylan and Biondi finished with hat tricks on the night. And so you might guess, they kept on the pressure in the second. Zach Carson getting on the board there. Hermantown moving on to the semifinals, 12-1. They win the final. And the 2 seed was Duluth Denfeld. They earned a home game tonight against Proctor. First period, Hunters with possession. John Boomquist fires from the point. It goes off a skate and past Cody Uri. It's 1-0 Hunters heading into the first intermission to the second. Denfeld looking for more on the rush. Griffin Lahette feeds Connor McClure, and he does the rest. Hunters go up 2-0, looking like they're ready to run away from it, but the rails weren't ready to go down just yet. Connor Pavlovic flings a turnaround wrister on net. It catches Sean Easty off guard. Stays that way for a while. 4 minutes to go. Denfeld puts it out of reach, though. Cade Shea flips it home, and they take down Proctor 4-1 the final. Up on the range, 4-seeded Evelyn Gilbert hosting 5-seeded International Falls. First period, Elliot Van Orsdal around one defender and then goes top shelf, far side. That gives the Golden Bears an early 1-0 lead. To the middle frame, puck goes back to point, and Will Trotwine is there with the slap shot goal. It's 2-0 Evelyn Gilbert. Still in the second, Cole Meyer gonna chip it in past an I-Falls defenseman and then goes low glove, short side to light the lamp. Evelyn Gilbert advanced to Amsoil Saturday night for the first time with the 5-1 victory. Other Section 7A scores, Greenway tops Virginia MIB in a shutout, so the Raiders will face Duluth Denfeld in the section semifinals on Saturday. And Cloquet Esco Carleton girls take the ice tomorrow at the X for the state tournament. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Medical Center. Proud to serve as the Northland's only adult Level 1 trauma center.
Bart picks me up when I call.
It gets me to my appointments.
It gets me to class. It gets me to practice.
It gets me to go shopping.
It gets me from school.
It gave me my mobility back.
And it gets me here with my friends.
The bus is always warm.
At Bay Area Rural Transit, we have over 82,000 reasons to ride. One for every person who lives here.
Being a disabled veteran and to have a tooth pain on top of severe PTSD will take you down in the dump. After several denials, when I went to Aspen Dental, they gave me a free exam, free x-rays. The doctor comes in and he's like, you are in pain, so we're going to get you taken care of. I had no insurance.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to flexible hours and payment options. Yes to 30% off dental services. And yes, we'll take care of you no matter what. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL today.
Tired of the cold? Then shop for your next vehicle during Carey Toyota's annual indoor used car sale. We're filling the showroom with used vehicles and slashing prices. Every eligible used vehicle at Carey Toyota comes with a Carfax quality inspection report and manufacturer powertrain warranty. Plus, with your used car purchase, receive a $200 gift card and a Gen 3 Amazon Echo Dot with Alexa. Hurry to experience the quality difference during Carey Toyota's annual indoor used car sale, voted best car dealer 21 times.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Thursdays are very lucky at Black Bear Casino Resort. Hot seat drawings from 3 to 9 p.m. every Thursday with a chance to win $100 every 15 minutes. And you can win more than once. Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com for more information. Make the Bear your place.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
All right, Dave, are those cold temps sticking around?
Well, for a couple of days, and it is the time of year. February is pretty chilly around our region most times. Although folks who like it warmer will get their vengeance come Friday. High pressure is taking over here. Initially, it's bringing in a cold wave, and so tomorrow's high will only be 7 above. After a morning start, 5 to 15 below, and then Thursday morning starts around that range of temperatures as well. But then we go back to 16 above. Normal this time of year, it's 25. We beat that come Friday. So the high pressure system that leads with its cold fist follows up with its warm one, and then we stay warm at least through Sunday and sunny as well. Come Monday and Tuesday, still pretty mild, but then we finally get a chance for some clouds and a little touch of snow.
Look at all those snow melting days, though, before that
Yeah,
chance
some
of snow.
folks are thinking that's a good deal, and
Yeah.
others not.
Getting to be that time of year, though, where we should start losing some.
thinking of spring eventually, motorcycles and fun things like that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow night.